Unleash the power of knowledge and connect with the heartbeat of the African diaspora. Download our African Diaspora News Channel app now on Google Play and Apple App Store. Stay informed with authentic and diverse perspectives, breaking news, and cultural insights. Immerse yourself in a community that celebrates unity, resilience, and progress. Experience the vibrancy of the diaspora at your fingertips. Don't miss out. Empower your perspective today. Search African Diaspora News Channel and join the conversation.
Canada's Immigration Minister, Mark Miller, has announced a cap on the amount of international students that will be coming into Canada over the next 2 years. Take a look.
To ensure that there is no further growth in the number of international students in Canada for 2024, we are setting a national application intake cap for a period of 2 years. For 2024, the cap is expected to result in approximately 364,000 approved study permits, a decrease of 35% from 2023. And the cap will not apply to students in graduate levels of studies, including master's and doctoral students. Those are the people we're looking for. Study permit applications at the elementary and secondary school levels will also be exempt. In the coming weeks, we will be announcing that open work permits will only be allowed and be available to spouses of international students enrolled in master's and doctoral programs, as well as professional programs such as medicine and law. Spouses of international students enrolled in other levels of study, including undergraduate and college programs, will no longer be eligible.
Canada's higher education is deeply dependent on international students. They actually make up over 5 times more in tuition than domestic students. In 2023, there were over 1 million international students that came into Canada. As you heard Mark Miller say, they are cutting it by 35%. So that works out to about 360,000, maybe a little more, students that will be allowed in over the next 2 years. They talk about one of the reasons being that a lot of students are under fraud because a lot of the private schools are promising permanent residency. And so a lot of these students are coming and not really having anywhere to live. And also it's affecting their studies. They're also saying that the number of international students coming in is affecting Canada's already stressed infrastructure, which is the housing crisis. With them not having anywhere to stay, there are reports of over 25 students staying in a 1-bedroom basement apartment because of the housing crisis. Personally, I think that these students are scapegoats because they only make up one portion of the problem with the housing crisis in Canada. The expectation is to build 3.5 million more homes over the next decade. Now, if our government and our Prime Minister would focus on the housing crisis here in Canada and not be sending billions over to the Ukraine for Putin's war, that might be a start in helping with the crisis here. The Prime Minister also charges carbon tax, where 95% of people in Toronto alone don't even heat their homes or businesses with oil. So to be taxing us on that is crazy. Also, he wants to tax groceries. Now, the groceries already as it is in Canada is ridiculously high. I'm an online Instacart shopper. And just the other day, I went on to do my grocery shopping and I just wanted to get some chicken breast and the prices were crazy. I wanted to get a big box of chicken wings and then they tax on top of that. So all of these things, all of this money being allocated and our tax paying dollars, and they are banning international students when really and truly they bring in a lot of money into this country. And over half of them end up staying after their studies in the country with PhDs, they're lawyers, doctors, great professions, and they are value adds to the country. So it is truly unfair that they're doing this to the international students. And then they're also not allowing spouses to get visas. So they put a cap on a few different things. And it's truly unfair. These students are not just numbers. There are also people taking risks just like any other student and trying to learn and plan their lives. So the Canadian government needs to do better. Do better, Canadian government. Let me know what you all think about this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also download the African Diaspora News app. You want to grab that at the Google or Apple store, or navigate over to africandiasporanews.org and grab it there. You'll have access to content you won't see here on YouTube and many more wonderful things. So you want to grab that app. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel, EA Public Relations. And if you want one of these Black History 365, you can get it at carlparkscollection.com. It's CARLLPARKES collection.com. Black History is not just 28 days, it's all day, every day, all year. So grab one of these t-shirts. Until next time, please be safe, everyone. Peace be.